Welcome out to Total Pythoneering, where today we're going to be covering in less than 3 minutes Python's Walrus Operator. Seldom a flattering term in the English language. In colloquial terms, certainly in British English, the idea of someone being a walrus simply has to do with having a look that resembles a walrus, usually a mustache, for example, hanging down, but it has other connotations, as we see here. But in Python, this symbol once again emphasizes the fact that we have two things hanging down in the forms of a colon, after which we have our equal signs giving us the appearance of a walrus. Easy to remember. The syntax is a little less so. And by way of an example, if we weren't going to use a walrus operator, we'd have to define, for example, a variable named walrus here to be the tuple result of exploding a simple string. And once it's exploded, of course, we can walk through each and every one of the characters, filling the var with the contents of each and every one, as well as using an F string so as to show our walrus, inappropriately named. And the essence of what the Walrus Operator will allow us to do is simply everything in line. There's a couple of caveats. When we're using the operator, of course, we have to make sure that we enclose our expression. So what the Walrus is going to do is going to assign everything, and much like the equal sign, but unlike the equal sign, it'll return a self-reference that will allow us to iterate through it as we see here. So the parentheses are always required, and if we don't use parentheses, we're going to run into a syntax error, as we see here. So while I don't find myself using the Walrus Operator very often, and if you try to use it before Python 0.8, you can run into a problem, but it is nice to know, and certainly an interview question you should be familiar with. Certainly if you're going to be appearing in front of a bunch of gatekeepers.
Does not compute.
If you'd like to learn more and hone your professional programming skills for Python, feel free to take a look at the free and open PyQuest project over on GitHub. And if you're interested in in-depth discussion as well as source codes to demonstrate each and every one of the first 100 beginner, intermediate, and advanced concepts, feel free to take a look at the book on Amazon.
Shall we play a game?
Follow for more.